Greetings. All right. I'm going to messages and then to the Q&A. So, yeah, lessons. Greetings, you. We are the Seraphim angels. Greetings. We are not ones that usually come to this connection. We are our message to you for souls that are entering into this world. Realize many of you are their teachers, even if you're not interacting with them on a physical level. And I don't believe we don't believe it's heard very often. You are teaching those before they incarnate here on a global scale. They're deciding who they want to be, what they want to, of course, discover, and they have their version of you that they choose. Some of you, they connect to different talents that they're interested that they want to achieve, of course. On a spiritual level, of course, they take years understanding all of this. And in the spirit realm, of course, they're very excited. When they get here, it's like, wow, this place is heavier than I thought. But they also have simulations. That's why they incarnate with the aliens. Simulate what Earth would feel like. So like a holodeck. So it helps them when they finally choose an incarnation here. Many of you have been through this already. Of course, it gets denser and denser on this planet, as some of you feel. It is getting lighter in some areas, but as the truth it comes through deeper, the density increases in some areas because some beings don't want what you have to say come out. Greetings. We are the Rhinoceros Collective. Some of you have seen us through Galactic Wars. Our knowledge is hidden usually. What's on your planet is not known, but your world is known for war. Of course, you're not seeing cat people or canine people fighting with you. On other planets is very common. But they are defending you here with just an animal form. But humanoid beings of alien slowly become more known to you, at least in visualization, because humans will, as you begin to more evolve into a higher frequencies, you'll see more humanoid type of animal beings, the elephant, the rhino, so forth. Where it's not much, not everything's being mentioned about our society because it's really about your world right now, of you breaking free, knowing more about what you are capable of, and yes, reaching out to your universe as diverse. And you think this world is difficult, the universe is more complicated, actually. And you're just youngsters here. Some of you already know what we're talking about. So, blessings to you on your journeys. Greetings. I am Augustus with the felines. I am a Lyran feline being. Yes, your rhinos we have interactions with. Not always on the best of terms. The feline, yes, is there's different aspects of feline, of course. As some can interact with human beings, they can change their felines can become human very easily, actually. There are actually worlds where they're so then they shift their vibration, they can actually transform to look like a human being. You're going to see more of that. Basically, you see a person, it's like, is this a person or is this something else? Because I believe some of you will see more of the aliens that are actually here, that are ground crew, or aliens that are actually from another planet, literally, that are in human form, but in truth are not human at all. They're just claiming to be that. So that's where you're heading also. And some of you are ahead of those interactions. That will start opening up as more of knowledge. So knowledge is like an earthquake on your planet. The more knowledge you receive, it causes a shimmer across your world. So the deep knowledge here has not been fully revealed, but it's on its way. Where some of them have difficulties accepting what's going on together. So I'm from Lyra. I am humanoid. I am, yes, of the lion. Well, I'm a lion and tiger, though. I'm a little bit of both. I look more like a lion being, but not exactly as you would see it. But what's our no matter. We're here to answer questions on it.
Hello, greetings, Augustus.
Greetings.
Thank you for coming in. Blessings to you. First this evening, we have Daria.
Well, hello there.
Greetings.
Greetings. Can I get a message from your collective, please?
Well, I see you're rewriting timelines. Here you're waiting for a major timeline to occur. One that I feel of your design. But it's still many years away, but you see some of it. So it's not always going to be clear where things are going, but there is an awakening timeline that you're a part of. That's not quite entered into your Earth's energy just yet. But many of you are in the awakening energies are connected to it, from what I can see.
Cool. So, kind of vibed on that a little bit. Just they gave me like crumbles there when you were speaking. But what else? Any other messages? Maybe that could be beneficial from your.
Well, to give you, connect more to your first question, it has to do with weather anomalies. So you can see on other worlds, you're known as the Ice Princess.
Well, they started to know me here too.
Yeah. So it is your type of weather has not quite hit this world just yet. Where you are is a fragment of it, but not the full.
You mean the summer snow?
Yes, correct. Yes, and all the night. Or during the day, it's all day, and nights are longer, things like that.
Yeah, love it.
Like your energy is similar to Alaska in some regard. In some ways.
Yeah, I mean, you mean the peak of the mountains, right?
Yes, and or Siberia.
Well, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So turning people into snow, ice, something that you're very connected to, probably. You are, from what I can see. Yes.
Well, cool. Thank you. Well, basically, that was my. That was all. Just.
Well,
Cool.
yeah. So that's why you're having difficulties connecting to people too, because some of them, I believe, turned into ice.
I mean, they're so boring. They're just so programmed.
It also sounds like that's how an Ice Princess talks too.
Yeah, they're so boring. They
Part
just
of it.
have to. They have to get. They gotta have to get out of that some way. Yeah. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not going to postpone anything more. Well, and blessings.
Okay, thank you for that. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, Augustus.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So my first question, what exciting messages can you give me about my near future?
Future has not happened. Well, I feel like you're healing a lot with your family energies. You have a reptilian family, so you come in as an angel to heal it. But also, you're also kind of you're telling the universe like, they have not learned their lessons, and you're kind of like checking in on them. You can say. So yeah, they have a long ways to go for their maturity, as you probably know. But you're receiving maturity. You are receiving, you're moving up the ranks, you can say, on a spiritual level by going through all that.
Oh, and so it's like all those things will bring excitement into my life. Yeah.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
still healing from all of that, but yes.
Yeah. 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 I can see excitement coming in. I was just wondering if you had some things to say about it.
Yeah, they're not
So
showing me your future at all.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I, over asked that question, so it makes
Well, so
sense.
many want to see their future, and the future just says, no, never again.
Wait, say that again?
To many people, yeah. So many want to look into the future they don't care about right now. That it's too bad. Society's really wasting their energy on that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I feel like I've been asking too much anxiety future type questions, so it makes sense. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So my next question, my high-powered fan has been making a noise lately. I sprayed lubricant on it, but it's still making some noise. Do you see it going away completely if I keep spraying it?
Or just get another fan. You might have to look at other fans or get another fan altogether.
Do you think it's like ruined, basically? Like it's just
Well, you
gonna
can
stay
keep
like that?
spraying it, but I'm not sure there's going to be much of a difference anymore.
Hmm. Do you
But
think it was like
it has a mind of its own too,
interesting?
so it feels like it's doing whatever it feels like right now.
Do you think it was like the quality of the fan? Because a lot of the things that I bought, like associated with this fan thing, were like really low quality. Do you think like there's like a better quality thing out there?
No, sometimes higher. Yeah, but it's price doesn't always dictate quality though. So it's more expensive doesn't make it better though. You just have to shop around.
Hmm. I'm thinking that maybe if I just get like another fan of the same type, it'll just not make that noise. Because there's other things that I bought, and then I bought the same type of that thing, and it actually works. But before so it's just kind of like faulty kind of thing.
Yes. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
yes.
blessings.
Okay, blessings, thank you. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello, Augustus.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you. Much love to y'all, huh? Thank you for being here. Though since you're here, I would love if you could tap into this dream I had involving Lyran, our felines. There's basically like three rooms right next to each other, and the first one was like where the supervisor was, so we had to go to him first. Is like, and he led us into the next room, so I went in there and I started talking, and there's two big white lions that were in there, and so we started talking and everything, and they were switching too, like they sometimes I would see them as a humanoid lion, and then other times I would see them as just a regular lion, and we were just chit chatting, and I think just on our history or are catching up on old times. And I remember one time I was like, hey, look at this. I told one of them, and he was like a regular lion. I started scratching his ear, and he started like moving like a dog in a way. He was moving his paw. He like really enjoyed it. It was really funny. And then we end up I ended up leaving out of that room, and the next room had a black bobcat in it, but I don't remember meeting him or talking to that one. Just wonder if you have more info. Thank you.
I seem like those are more spirit guides that you're talking to. So then they shapeshift to the animal form. They're going back to their origins. So kind of simplifying their reality. So yeah, they're just giving you like a progress report, it seems. But of course, it's going to be cryptic here. But they are assisting your energy field. But you say the felines play a big role why you were here to begin with. You can say to stop the Orion Wars, is what I can say. Because I believe they're still going on. Of course, they might not be mentioned too much on our planet, but they don't always call it the Orion Wars, but there is tension still happening here. So, lessons.
Sweet. Thank you. Second question is that I'll just leave it open. Just connect with any energies that what should come through, any messages. Thank you so much.
Well, it seems like you're connecting much to the Arcturians recently. To also assist to heal the Archon grid, because they have to be very careful on removing a lot of the ideas that are here that are controlling people. Like certain sentences, certain words are being removed quietly, or it's like being even retired without humans even knowing it. So a lot of the social media is kind of like social engineering, but it also has a positive, kind of pulling people to a different direction. So they're using the manipulation to actually do good here. So a lot of manipulation is there to bring down energies and control, but they can also use it to close out old timelines and bring in new trends that will assist humanity in its growth. So that's one of the aspects that you're working on at this time. So.
Thank you. Awesome message. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings.
What entities are you?
Lyran. Feline.
Lyran. Cool. I guess I think I was Lyran Feline some of my incarnations in Atlantis. Can you talk a little bit about that and what I was doing? Or I don't know if Syrian or Lyran. Can you?
Well, a lot of that is, yes, a lot of Atlantis knowledge is blocked due to its sensitivity for the Earth. There is, yes, a Syrian feline energy that you're connected to, yes. They're not really going into details of when you've been a feline on other worlds, assisting this planet from the distance, like an Egyptian type of feline in your past. Even working with pyramid technologies. Realize this is a planet that's far, far removed from this world. Once again, I feel that your Atlantis knowledge is pretty locked down from what I can see. Just at this moment.
Yeah, I think that Atlantis was locked down when humans decided they needed to play catch up a little bit on understanding physical existence a little more, and now humans really have to play catch up.
Yeah. Well, humans also forgot. Aliens forget a lot. Humans forget a lot too. So you have to keep relearning their lessons. That's why the world is continuing in this pattern. So.
Cool. Do you have any messages? Anything you can connect to?
Well, there's a lot of Zeta energies that you're connected to. For Zetas to behave a little bit more kinder to humans, if they want this ascension or awakening to occur in a more positive level. But you can say that's where you're working with the felines also, but I see like you're with the Greys in a strong level of just to keep them out of trouble. At least of your best of your ability. I believe that's a lot of what you're doing in Astral. Like you keep an eye on a lot of them. And some of them are also exposed to their darkness that they're doing here. It just goes onto a deeper level, from what I can see. That's part of what you're doing. They're also very connected, protected by the Arcturians and of course there's other beings. System.
And the Greys get in trouble because they don't understand, or they don't completely, I don't know, understand is not the right word because they have the intellectual knowledge, but do they get in trouble because they don't really really identify with the human condition right now, and it can cause them to see things in a way that could be strange or even traumatic to people?
Well, a lot of Greys are turning into humans in a lot of ways. They don't care, or they just come unsympathetic. The ones, they kind of study too much. So they become more trouble. Well, they're also being manipulated by other beings. Some of them are.
So as we're trying to break this whole reality down, they'd be coming in and being like, "Hey, hold on, I haven't gotten to do my stuff yet."
Yeah, they can be really disconnected. A lot of alien beings can disconnect it because this world challenges everybody that surrounds it. Those that have had incarnations here a lot in our alien form have learned not to get pulled into this Earth's drama. Sometimes you have to be the drama to end the drama. To incarnate through it all.
Yeah. Well, humans are disconnecting on a scale this year and last year that I've never really imagined I'd witness on such a short scale. So I think their big red emergency button is appearing if they get too pulled in. They depending what time frame they came in. If they came in right now, they're probably okay.
Yeah, many are more lost than they ever have been before. So, of course, fear is ruling many at this time, as usual.
All right. Well, thank you. Much love.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Michael.
Greetings, Augusta.
Greetings.
In the SSP on my ship, well, not my ship, but the ship that I'm on, I'm with the canines and kangaroo beings. And here lately, we are assisting or allies with the feline beings. And I was wanting to know if you could give me a little bit of information on it.
Well, the felines they assist with direction of kind of like who to fight and who not to, who's the friend and who's not the friend. They're normally pretty well in the know of what to do, what not. Not that anyone listens, but there's the felines have a lot of knowledge here, but not all beings trust them. So, well, some of the ancient beings that are around, even Arcturian beings, aren't always trusted. So, just a little bit of just like here, there's a lot of communication issues, you can say. But it seems like, yes, you're on Mars a lot, even Venus at times, mostly Mars at this moment. Because Mars plays a big role. Mars has like a government similar to Earth. And a lot of the Martians send a lot of like energies or politicians here, you can say.
Okay, and my second question is, do you have anything that I need to know?
As in general? Or
Yeah, like is anybody wanting to relay a message, or is there something I need to know for the future, or just something helpful?
There's a lot of Palladian energies that are helping heal your health condition. There's also bunny rabbits. You actually connected in previous lifetimes. You have a strong connection to rabbit people, rabbit beings. Of course, some of them are a little bit snarky also.
It's not those evil Centauri rabbit beings, is it?
No, they're more. Some of them are, you can say, similar to Bugs Bunny, I guess.
Okay.
Some are pretty humorous. So
they're helping me heal.
Well, yes and no. Well, yeah, they're keeping your humor up. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
You might not feel that, but they're around. What I can see here.
So in the when the Pleiadians come around, is it like in my astral when I'm sleeping, or all the time?
Do you have a pond or anything around, or a anything like?
Yeah, but it's maybe a mile away or half a mile.
Well, there's a place where there's ducks.
Not that I know of offhand.
Well, they must be. Well, they're around ducks, but they do come around you though. But they're around a water apparatus with ducks somewhere. Their ship is like right over it. Obviously,
Okay. Okay.
Something to think about. But yes, they help you in the astral though. Yes.
Okay. Good. Well, blessings and thank you so much.
Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Blessings. Up next, I have Hazel's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, Augustus. Thank you for visiting. I seem to be caught up in a series of bizarre and unfortunate events these past 2 weeks. It feels like they are connected and by design to me. I'm wondering if you have any advice for writing this out, assuming it is temporary."
Well, yes, it has to do with your astral travels. You're going deep, and the Earth is needing this to awaken. So yeah, there's going to be some interference. Now, for how long is hard to say. Possibly this week will be the end of it, but it's not clear. So you are ruffling a lot of feathers in the astral realm, which is all necessary though. It's what you came here to do. So you have to kind of keep that cryptic though.
Okay, thank you. Her second question, do you know of any messages for me from any of the 5 felines in my life? Thank you and blessings.
Well, yeah, some of them are your children from previous incarnations. So children, some of them just have not learned anything. I mean, they have, but they're so connected to your energy to figure themselves out. So some of them stay kids their whole entire life, and so they incarnate as cats to say, "Hey, look, I still haven't grown up." So yeah, but they're there to keep the vibrations good. But yeah, some of them just don't want to grow up at all. So they'll just be a cat or a dog, and just so yeah, basically they're just energy healing at this time, as you can probably feel. But yeah, you've been kind of a strict mother in the past, but in a good way where they can grow up and become adults and all that. But I'm just like, yeah, but who wants to do that? So that's like from like farm incarnations or more simpler times. So blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Marvin.
Greetings, Big A. How you doing today? Pardon me. You don't mind if I call you Big A, do you?
No, that's okay. Let's go ahead.
Okay. My first question, Big A, I had a nightmare where I guess I had a lower astral being. I just want to know, what was I doing to get this type of, I guess, encounter? Was it my third dimensional self, or was this my higher self? And what can you get out of it that you could give me that I could, I guess, get some type of conception about what happened last night?
These things are going to happen. I mean, you're doing galactic connections. You're going to get energy attacks. Just so it comes with the territory. So there is some reptilian energies that are trying to remove memories, trying to. I believe they thought you knew too much in the astral, so they attacked you. So they feel like you're trying to bring too much information into the physical too soon. So
was it more like a projection, or was it like a real being?
No, those beings. Those are actual beings. Yeah.
So was it reptilian?
Yeah, several of them. I feel 3 of them. There's also Archon energy there too, to make sure the job is done.
Well, that's what I felt and stuff. Was that of a long, scraggly hair, blacked out face, a feminine energy? So was that the Archon?
Yeah, almost like an elf being. They can appear like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Archons can, they can take any appearance, but they can take it as a dark elf. But can be sometimes terrifying to some people.
was more like a shoulder. It was more like a shoulder. What I felt was like when I'm knowing I'm in the presence of danger, like how an animal feel. You know, it
Yeah.
wasn't just the see. It wasn't the image. It was the feeling. That's what it wanted me to feel was the feeling.
Yeah, they're threatening you mostly.
Okay.
But I don't feel like your encounter with them is finished yet. But yeah, you're on guard though.
Okay. So do I need to burn some sage or do some positive meditation and praying?
You can do that. It makes your physical health. It helps that, but just relax, just take it easy, and just keep going forward. Feels like your astral self is trying to bring in too much information.
I need to tell my astral self you need to chill out.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I mean, you're curious. Your astral self wants to know more, learn more. So it's all in good intentions.
Okay. Oh, can I ask some blessings from your collective?
Yes, of course.
Protection.
Yes, of
okay.
course.
For my second question, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I just want to know, I guess, a overall general standpoint of with the Zetas, what they've been doing, and will they make themselves known, I guess, of prior comrades of mine and stuff, or have they been talking about it? I just want to know what's been the interaction between us two.
Well, one of the reasons you got attacked is because of the Zetas. You're trying to sneak information into the reality. So yeah, you've been combining your energy with them a lot more, so you can understand them better. So you want to know more about their race, and you were stopped. So yeah, yes, you're on good rapport with the Zetas. So it seems at least a group of them at least.
Man,
so it feels like you're trying to get visitation, which is nothing wrong with that. So,
but you get attacked for that. Ask for contact, you get attacked, and bam.
Yeah, it comes to the territory. Just lick your wounds and keep going forward.
Okay, well, I just got a what's the name? What do the my little kids that be around me, Zetas?
Mm-hmm.
What's the message from them? And do they get like the feedback and messages that I normally give them?
Yeah,
do they have?
Yeah. Well, they call you bro.
Oh
That's
man.
it. Yeah, they call you bro, and I guess they do the fist bump thing.
Oh shit, they give me the fist bump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you ask them, can I get a fist bump at night? Not to scare me, but can I get a fist bump from them?
Yeah. So there's some grays that are gray, but there's some grays that are yellow looking.
Some grays that are yellow.
Yeah, some of them are probably yellow.
Okay. So how tall? About what's the height?
Oh, they're usually like 4 feet tall. Yeah, they're not very tall.
Oh man. Well, I told them hopefully one day in this form I'll get to see them.
Yes, of course.
All right. Thanks, Big A. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have E. Medina.
Hi, Augustus.
Yes, greetings.
I wanted to ask if the carving that I'm seeing on the mountain outside my cottage is a message for me.
Well, it's a protector energy. It is. It does seem like it's bringing ships close to you, but also keeping some back. So, but it is mostly protector energy. It's not really going into too much detail. There are many portals around you, it seems, but it seems like some of those you opened yourself with its help.
Wow, that's great.
Those are elemental portals.
Okay. I don't know if you can answer this one, but is there an underground base here in this part of the Andes
Yes.
in Santiago, Chile, with
yes, with several.
You know, like the ones that Acri had in Pescara, Italy.
Yes, some of those are reptilian bases. you're feeling.
But are they bad reptilians or good ones?
Some of them are bad, some of them are good. The
Are
government knows not to mess with them.
Okay. But are there more good ones than bad ones around here?
Yes, but there's still the bad ones are. They're not about to leave. They feel like they've been here first, so they're not going to leave anytime soon. I believe the earthquake energy there has been calmed down, but a lot of that is government manipulation that causes earthquakes. So, shadow government.
Okay. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I had a very interesting dream where I had 3 ships come to me, but one flew over my house and I saw a man in it. And for some reason, I was thinking Palladian,
Yes,
but I was, okay. Okay. Do you know, I was telling the other 2 to not come. Do you know why I was telling them?
It wasn't safe for them.
Okay.
So that play on the ship you didn't know, and you called that ship closer to you. So it shows your connection with them. So you do keep them at bay when you feel like it's not safe for them.
Okay.
But for that one was prepared for anything that happens. So any interference or anything like that, it was fine. The other 2 were not prepared. They're just glad to see you.
Oh, okay, great.
They're not always thinking clearly either. So they look a human. And they're not always paying attention to what they're doing. Just like humans. They're not that much different.
Do I go off with them sometimes?
Yes,
Or
the astral, yes.
okay.
Well, it feels like you give them orders. You let them know what's going on here. So a lot of the alien beings are kind of naive of what's going on here. So you help with that.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you play a bigger role than you might think.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just to have that interaction at all is very rare.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. That kind of like blew my mind. I was like,
see it being on the ship is extremely rare.
Yeah.
But it shows that your position that was safe there, at least for that being. And that one was being undetected. The other 2's got detected.
Okay. That's what I had a feeling. I was telling them stay back.
Yeah. Just follow your instincts. Yeah. So you can call them in when you feel it's even necessary. I mean, for you, it's confirmation that you would have a connection. That was one of the reasons why that happened. So that this is all real. So. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, great. Thank you. And my second question is, do you see me moving into a new house, or like soon? I'm probably going to have to move. But
yes, that's showing the timeline of it. But yeah, just follow your instincts on it. Yes. Yeah. It feels like you're had enough of where you're at. You are making the switch over, it seems. What it feels like.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's time yet, but you're just keep working towards it.
Okay.
Just keep exploring it.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
like
that's what. Yeah, I wasn't sure like if it was like a house or an apartment because I have a lot of crap.
Oh, that's yeah. Leave that one. So.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Thank you for that. Up next, we have James.
Hey, can you hear me?
Not very. It's kind of low. Yes, I hear you.
Okay. This time last year, they told me I'm connected to rhinos. And can you tell me more about my rhino connection, or is that related to my moon connections?
Yes. But the rhinos protect the moon. So yeah, it's rhinos in space. I believe you have been a rhino, but some of that seems to be hidden. You have an elephant being. The elephant energy seems to come out pretty clear, but the rhino is kind of hidden due to your galactic connection. It's like a sensitive area. At least to bring up in the public from what it seems like. But yeah, but you did work with the rhinos on many. The thing with the rhinos is just protectors, like guards. There's more to it than that, but a lot of it's guardians. So, and they can do similar stuff to like the reptilians. It can be just the same, but some of them haven't used in that way. So, but right now, I believe they're watching over the moon in a positive way, from what I can see. Blessings.
Let's see. Can you tell me more about my connection to your collective, or is who's around me?
Yes, your connection to Lyran's is actually Orion. Yeah, Orion connected. Where the Orion Wars, you were there when in the beginning of it. It is something that you're still healing from. I believe that JFK energy was brought up before, and it's been brought up again because JFK has been like a king of a planet or a president or whatever word you want to use, and you've been part of like his cabinet, and as a feline being or as entourage, whatever words you use here. So feline energy for you has been a positive experience, but it's not always positive for everyone, especially now felines attacking you. So, but for you, you have an understanding of the feline races. So one of the reasons you came here is to bring your galactic knowledge here, even if you don't remember it. Without going into too much detail.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Blessings. Up next, we have Liz. Liz, you there?
My name is Liz, but I had already asked my two questions.
No,
See,
no.
Medina.
Yeah, we're looking for Liz Starwalker.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll move on from Liz. I'll try and message her. Hopefully she gets back before we end. So moving on, we'll go over to Crystal.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is about a dream I had last night where me and my partner in crime we were running, and I had to kill some kind of green reptilian with a stick. And then the other part of a dream was I saw dinosaurs. They just were terrorizing things, and I wanted to show the dinosaur that I have eternal life, that they can't kill me. Can you just tell me what that was about?
Well, you have been part of experimental worlds where they're weaponizing reptilian beings. And I feel like it's another planet where you're in Astral. So, yeah, you're just showing the manipulations aren't going to work here anymore, at least from your perspective, from your energy field. Because they've been trying to come after you for some time. So, you killing one of them and just showing that, obviously, I won't believe it's something that you want to do, but in that dream, you had no choice. You're like killing their energy, you can say. So, but seeing those dinosaur energies is showing what knowledge that you have. So, if you look at it, it's like, yeah, I see they're attacking me and all that, but look at my connection here. Well, how many people have this type of connection? So, something to explore more, basically. That's
Wow. Do you have any messages for me?
Yes, you have connections to Syrian energies. You have connections to Orion. You had seen Illuminati energies in previous incarnations, so you know how they operate. That's one of the reasons why the reptilians came to you. So you have been at a higher position, royalty, in your past. So you're just seeing the same thing being played out here. So you can say, I would say, you've seen the plan of this world being taken over. You've seen it from another planet. as it's being planned out before it was actually done. I feel like that was an Orion planet. It's always a Orion taken over, a planet taken over by Orions.
Hmm.
Yeah, it gets kind of deep. So that's what I see right there.
So it's am I like should I just like be careful about anything? I mean,
No, don't
it
worry.
sounds like
Just keep looking.
okay. Just
You're
keep
protected
looking.
by your light, so
Okay.
keep searching. Yeah, keep being curious. You got nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. So I guess I'm on the right path with the light because
Yes,
because that
yes.
okay.
Use your light and explore. Yeah,
All right.
who you
Thank you.
are. Yeah.
Okay.
So, blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings.
Brings.
I have a question about a dream last Sunday, which was another one of these, well, dream and contact. And it was, again, series of, how many ways can I be killed or not killed? But it was always like, it was like, okay, they're coming. I can see them coming. And it's like, oh, God, okay. And then switch to another thing. And okay, got another way. And I, at the end, I woke myself up because it was like, oh, I don't want to do it. The only way of getting out of this is to wake myself up. And at the end, I had a sense of another, just a very large, misty, very evil thing, and a woman in a mask like a Tutankhamun mask, like a metal and blue jeweled mask. Can you tell me anything about the dream and these two creatures?
But it seems like those are elf beings from Agartha.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been battling. Yeah, they've been trying to. Well, you've been at war with them.
Oh.
So they believe they're part of this reality, like the matrix of this reality.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they've voiced. Now you dying, it feels like them just trying to kill you. I don't believe you actually died.
No.
They came close to it.
Okay, yeah.
But I tell you this, there's what they're showing me is like a Tom Cruise movie, the one with the devil in it.
Okay, yeah.
You're like the Tom Cruise character.
Okay.
Something similar to that. So,
okay.
Yeah, you've seen the realms that are just like, this isn't for everybody.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously it's not exactly, but there's some similarities there.
Yeah.
Yeah, add some David Bowie to it, I guess. That's something like that. But anyway, we should have some idea.
Okay. Oh, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
you connect to questionable realms, but you can handle it while others can't.
Yeah. Well, especially since I don't know anything about it from my point of view, so it's easy to do. So.
Well, you can say those wars are still going on. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
well, I'm just tickled pink that I get to do all this stuff and
that's great.
and just be human, and it's like I'll get the occasional message or occasional bad dream, and that's about it. So fine with me.
That's the real world. I feel like that's actually happening now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
In all honesty. Yeah. So they're becoming more vivid. It feels like.
Yeah. That's okay.
Little by little.
Little by little. Yeah. Okay. And the other thing is, my other question is just a theoretical. Well, not theoretical, but I have a new job where I'm talking a lot, and I'm dealing with lots and lots of people on the phone. So it's not. But sometimes I feel it's like not even who they are, but sometimes some people I find irritating, some people I find very charming and stuff. And is there any? It's not depending on what's happening with the interaction. Is there kind of some kind of connection that these are people coming in and just temporarily in and out of my life that I'm dealing with and getting rid of, or is it really just my feelings, my human feelings that are getting in the way, my ego?
Well, I don't believe it's your ego. It's just your empathic ability picks up on their energy just like that. And if you get irritated, it's like they're going through irritation. I mean, it's energy where you're not comfortable around them either.
Mm-hmm.
So you're feeling what other people are feeling.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not. You're feeling other people's ego. I feel like you're on a neutral plane. It's just when you pick up, you just like dial a soul, and it's like they might as well be in the same room with you.
Yeah, it feels like that way. It feels like that.
And some can be very genuine and nice, and others are like, oh, they're not ready to deal with their problems, as you can say.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll just try to.
It gives you an idea of how troubled the world is.
Actually, yes, it's actually helping me a lot. Luckily, it's all staying in Canada, so there's always a nice little veneer of politeness. So at least it's that.
It's just that, well, how the world is manipulated just to give people all these problems, obviously, right? So they can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And when you're bombarded by all this stuff, you know, like you're in the middle of the ocean with no no raft, no nothing.
That's what I'm finding the most difficult with that is spending a lot of time without being able to reconnect. And I take breaks and sit in the sun. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we'll try Liz again.
Hi.
Yes, please.
Sorry, my internet went down for a minute. Of course. Could you tell me about my relationship with the Arcturians?
It's been sometimes rocky because you're seeing their difficulties they have with each other. Some of them feel like they can be very analytical and understand everything. And some, they don't always understand the physical realms. So there's a little bit of like, they have a lot to learn. Let's put it that way. They have all this knowledge, but they still have a lot to learn. So when you connect to them, I feel like it's positive, but sometimes you get pretty frustrated with them at the same time. That's
interesting.
Well, I feel like they feel like they have an answer to everything.
They do. They do have an answer to a lot, which our brains cannot process what they know. So.
Well, yeah, and when you said that, they just said, yeah, they're like a second brain.
Yes.
The spiritual brain.
Is there any messages from me from them?
From the Arcturians?
Yes.
You help them mature. They did show that you had some father figures as Arcturian beings where you're teaching them how to be human. Some of them, you guys also had obviously feline, relatives that you've incarnated with. It just holds these relatives that, like, you'll be the child, they'll be the adult. And it just helps them just, figure themselves out. Because some of these alien beings incarnate here, they just think they're just so. Sometimes you incarnate with some of the more difficult ones because they're the more challenging ones, and they're the more interesting ones. Of course, you might feel frustrated to pull your hair out, but it's also, it has a lot of positives to it also. At least that's what you're showing from your past life incarnations. So you have a lot of feline and Arcturian energies. Some are very intellectually smart, but still have a lot to learn at a human level. So.
Yes, at the body sensors level, because emotions.
Well, you come here as a guardian of the Earth. Through Atlantis is what they're showing. It's like saw the problems of Atlantis, and you're kind of like, Atlantis messed up, you can say. So you incarnate here to kind of help rebuild the Earth. Of course, when it's ready.
After Atlanta fall?
Yeah, you're here ever since to help it rebuild itself.
Mm-hmm.
To help the Earth remember, what it used to be.
Yes, to bring the original frequencies, I guess.
Yes. That's one of your motivations of incarnating here. One of them. So.
Thank you so much.
Okay, blessings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we have KR. KR is still on mute. She's new here. Or he, I'm not sure. They seem to be having technical difficulties, so hopefully we can fix that. So moving on for the time being, I have Christy's questions. Her first question, she says, Donald Trump was in my dream last night at a real estate banquet. I was dressed up and flirting with him for his attention. What was the meaning of this experience?
I think the flirting is to get his attention for galactic knowledge. So you're there on alien business. Something you can say out of a James Bond movie, you can say. But I feel like you're there to give her information. So the flirting was just to, take us seriously. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying with that. Here's a download for his next mission. I guess he shows up as James Bond to some people. I don't know. Guess he does act like it.
Okay, thank you. For a second question, do the tall mantis wearing robes have a message for me in this week's drawings?
It's releasing karma energies, where you felt like you could have done more than Atlantean energies. Also, because it feels like you had children that did not survive the cataclysm. That's what they're showing. And I feel like you're drawing your children, actually. So, you survived, what I can feel, because your vibration was at a higher frequency, but your children were not. As much as you tried, I don't believe it was your current child was there, it was these other children. So, blessings.
Okay, blessings, thank you. Up next, we have Catalin.
Yes, hi, hello. My first question is, I hear some underground news about the dinars, the dongs, and the zims. Is it something, and it, from what I understand, it's expected to gain value in the near future? Can you confirm something about that?
So what is this at the gain value?
These are some currencies that they got to, like a note is like trillion dinars.
What is the cryptocurrencies or what is
No,
this?
it's currency from certain countries. But they say that they expect to when they level the currencies, they expect to get value or something.
Yeah, they'll go up in value to a certain degree. Maybe not to the number that they're hoping for, but they will go up in value.
So is it good to have a little investment? Because I heard that like you can with $10 you can get 3 billion zims or something like this.
Yeah, so yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah. Second question, it's a bit technical. So I'm trying to do the water hydrolysis, and I'm trying to combine 12 frequencies. And my first thought is I have two solutions for this. It's either, let's say, I combine frequency as a multiple, like 20, 40, 80 kilohertz, 160, or multiples like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. From what I am feeling and willing to try first is to try the multiples like 20, 40, 60, but they're going to be, I have a variable frequency I can adjust. So what is your feeling about?
60.
So no, right now. Yeah, but I go because I try to combine 12 frequencies. So I go with multiples, like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Well, 2060 is what we're seeing. 2060 right now is what we see.
2060. Can you specify what does that mean?
That's all we connect with on the frequency level.
So like multiples or like
Yes.
like multiples are 20, 40, 80, 160 or 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Like add, let's say I add. Um, so one is added and one is multiplied with 2.
Well, you just go. What do you see is you go by twos. If that makes any sense.
Yes, by 2s,
Yeah.
like multiplying, you're saying.
Yes.
Uh-huh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
I'm asking because I'm when it's about guessing these things, I'm actually the other way around. So whenever I try to feel something, it's like if I don't see the reality of it, I'm like always.
Well, energies have to be simplified. Sometimes humans complicate things, as you know.
Yeah. It probably does me. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
It's one of our greatest abilities to complicate things.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Up next, we have April.
Greetings.
Greetings.
So, I just wanted to ask if there are any messages for my birthday today. I made it to 40, which is a big accomplishment because I almost didn't make it. I was born June 23rd at 1:23 a.m. and around the summer solstice. So, just wondered if there are any messages about that.
Well, of course. Well, you say that because you're born around. There's a lot of dragon energies when you incarnated here. So, but you just had a lot on your plate. So like right from when you were born, you had a lot to deal with. So things are simplifying themselves as you get older, and will continue over time. You might not feel simplified right now, but they will over time.
Oh, it's simplified a little bit.
But you're still solving problems from there, like when you're little, it seems. So, just reptilian energies within your family that you're still healing, and there's just a lot of tension still going on.
Right on. Yeah, I feel you on that. Things are getting more simpler as I get older, though.
I don't know. We see more bunny rabbits. You have bunny rabbits around you right now?
No, this is the second time though I've been told that I had large bunny rabbits around me.
Yeah, you got rabbits. Yeah, white ones.
I used to have some pet bunnies, but yeah. Oh.
I guess they're still around.
Awesome. My second question, I was just gonna see if you could tell me more about my bloodline, basically, the RH negative bloodline, and both my parents and the dragons. See if there are any messages.
Well, there's a lot of reptilian energies that you're healing. Yeah, you come from a draconian line. It feels like somewhere.
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, you can handle it. You can take it. I mean, they show you as someone like a Shira or something with a sword, fighting them off. So, yeah, like you can have on another world, like a brother's a reptilian, be like a half brother or something like that. But you're human. So that's all a bit weird. So yeah, you're just breaking down a lot of the DNA, the manipulations from that bloodline that you're connected to.
Yep, that makes sense. That's why I'm so obsessed.
Well, yeah, because you've had enough of it, as you can tell.
Absolutely, I'm ready for a change right now.
Yeah, I feel like there's been some dynasties you've been connected to in the past.
Yeah, pretty sure there's castles on our family, and yeah both my family sides are RH negative, both parents. So there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, you've been incarnated in your family before. This is not the first time.
Okay.
I would say it's the third time. There might be more, but it feels like the third time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. I'll try KR one last time. Well, up next this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes. Thank you.
This past week, I randomly found online recordings of lectures from the early 20th century by an Austrian philosopher named Rudolf Steiner. It felt like a soul connection because I was lock in step with the information he was presenting, specifically how society was and still is being manipulated to forget their connection with spirit and identify themselves with beliefs based off of material illusions. So, as he went deeper, he spoke of a being called Ahriman, namely how this being is orchestrating this manipulation on society. So I'd like to know more of this being's cosmic connections, its personal connections with this world, and its purpose in this universe.
Well, yes, this world, this being is created through religions to be worshipped. It's kind of like an archon being.
Yeah, that's what I was getting the feeling.
It's a being that lost its identity. So this being in other lifetimes, other worlds, had like everything you would want, but that wasn't enough. It's a classic story. That's why you kind of see the same stories here over and over again, because it's showing what it's showing what the elites are. Yeah, there is energies here. So it shows his energy. Yeah, he had everything, and he just started turning against everybody, and just causing, I can say, turning into a reptilian type of being, obsessed, materialistic. So everything that's happened here is what he is.
Yeah, right. And he's kind of like a scavenger, trying to harvest as many as he can onto his side,
he lost
right?
himself. Yeah,
right.
He's like a ghost here, but he's still holding on. He hovers around the elites. He's telling people what to do. He's a very powerful being, though.
Right. But his timelines are running out, though.
I believe he's been sacrificed. So it's like his ghost, his energy still haunts people. So he won't stop.
Before he went more on the Archon, what was his galactic connection or origin?
Palladian, it seems like.
Interesting.
And he destroyed his own planet, from what we're feeling. And by the time, beings just didn't know what to do with them. So they just started destruction and turning people against each other. They finally got a hold of him and took him out. But after they finally took him out, the world was far from the same. I believe they recouped it, but that was, it's similar to kind of like what's happening in South Africa. It's similar to that type of energy where that's his energy. It's very South African, very just very.
I'm feeling like connections with Agenda 2030. The Elon Musk talking about people getting implants and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah. More towards the material as far as technology for the revolution instead of going within.
Well, unfortunately, some of these, this is some of those like Elon Musk, yes, have sold themselves out in some form.
Right.
So for them to get to where they are that fast, that quickly. Now you still can get to that level, but it's very slow. Like when you know it's legit is when someone reaches that point when they're old. It's like the KFC guy. Some of these, it really gives you an idea, because these guys that just start when they're like 4 or 5, and all of a sudden they're, that's a sellout.
Right. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. For my second question, it came through the webinar that I'm being more accepted and trusted by the Lyrans. So I'm curious to know if you can share more about the nature of my relationship with your collective in this physical incarnation.
Well, I feel like you have a peace with them, but some of you don't, not to trust. I feel like you have an instinct that comes very quickly of what is not right. It's similar to what you feel in the spiritual community.
Right.
It's exactly the same. It's like they might put on a very friendly face and all that, but you know there's something else behind it. And obviously they don't like it when you detect that.
Yeah, I get weird looks, or I get that feeling automatically, like they know that I know.
And sometimes you connect to groups like that just to send their energy back to them. To just say, this is what you're doing. Because they don't always realize it anymore. They get so detached they don't realize it. They get so programmed into it. It's like, remember what, you show them their agreement. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. because they don't. Yeah, they get so caught up into themselves. Eckhart Tolle is connected to that energy. So, yeah, it's just to take spirituality and to water it down.
Right.
It's to take the height of power that you have, like even from Yeshua's energy. Of course, that's been hit, but it's like you're powerful beings. This is what you're capable of, and so they just water everything down to just words.
Yeah. I call it word salad. Man, you're just trying to get through all the roughage to get to the meat of it.
Yeah, a lot of times there's no meat, as you know.
Right.
It's done on purpose.
No answers. Yeah.
So they feel like they are doing something because people are giving their power to it, so they can get away with it.
I hear I listen to the responses of the people to these spiritual people and leaders. How they just kind of emotionally there, but they're not paying attention to what's going on. They're just giving the emotional response that the person needs, and they feed off of that.
On a telepathic level, they're told not to respond. It's like, take your question, get out of here. It's like, it's not your head, go with it. But
they just go with it, and the moment when they're supposed to react, they don't react. When he's actually giving you something of value, it's like crickets. I don't know, it's weird.
Well, yeah. So often this is a lot of these major groups. They want to heal, but not heal all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's done by design because people aren't ready, but some people are ready and they still don't give them everything that they need. So, yeah, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, wouldn't know what to do with it. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much again for coming in. Blessings to you, Augustus.
Send you all energies in your travels here, your journey, you can say. Since right. Okay, very blessings.